Hi friends, welcome to Hot Mess Crafting. My name is Shannon and I had a video requested for some vintage Christmas and this is what I came up with. I hope you guys love them. So we're going to take this, I think these are embroidery hoops? We're going to take it apart and we're going to paint it with a pure gold acrylic paint. Well, once I get the thing off, we're going to do that. Sorry y'all, I am not feeling too well, as usual. I swear in wintertime, it's like it never goes away. So we're just going to paint that real quick. I hope you guys are doing well. We are also going to just talk about my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Thank you guys so much for helping me reach that. It took a very long time, but all the work and everything has been worth it. Okay, so we got some piece of fabric and we got a printable. So what we're going to do is lay that over there and we're going to get it as tight as possible. And then we're going to put our pieces back in. So, for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, y'all, well, I have a lot of paper crafters on my channel, and I have a lot of DIYers on my channel. So what I'm going to do, I want to make it fair. That way, anybody can get what they want. So I'm going to be doing a $25 e-gift card from Amazon. And all you have to do is comment under this video and tell me one thing that is on your Christmas wish list this year, okay? You have to comment that to be entered, and you also have to be a subscriber. That's only fair, okay? So it's going to be a $25 e-gift card from Amazon. You have to comment one thing on your Christmas wish list. And what I'll do is I will announce the winner on my next video, okay? So I know there's a lot of scammers out there. So if somebody says you won, you just, no, don't do that. It will be in my next video. I will be announcing the winner, okay? Now what we're doing is taking some disappearing purple glue. And we're going to put that printable on there. Again, thank you so much to everybody for all the support and love on my channel. Like I said, it's been a lot of hard work. It's been worth it. I've really enjoyed this journey. And I can't wait to keep going. So thank you to everyone. See how I'm just kind of like lightly pressing that to really get it sealed in that fabric. That fabric's kind of thin, so I was trying to be careful not to push too hard. That fabric was actually a shirt. And I thought it would make some really pretty DIYs. So that's what we doing. Okay, my nose is stuffies. So we're taking some of this, I don't know what you call it. I've had it in my stash. Kind of like ribbon with tiny little balls on it. And we're just going to go around our entire piece. Now, like I said, these are vintage inspired, okay? Hopefully you guys get my vision and you love them. You have to let me know in comments what you thought of them all. Which one was your favorite? Would you try to recreate any of these? Now, you can get printables on Graphics Fairy. There is tons of free ones on Graphics Fairy. So you can do, she has like vintage and all kinds of stuff. You can go on Etsy. You can even, pretty much anywhere online, you can find some vintage images, even free ones. So what we're doing is taking some string of pearls, and we're going around that. Just using my hot glue. Now these are greenery, and I trimmed them down good because I didn't want them like crazy fluffy. And we're going to attach those to the top. Yeah, I'm trying not to let my nose get in the way. It wants to cause problems right now. Might have to get my inhaler. So we're just hot gluing these on. Please. And then we're going to take some pearls. And we're going to add them on there too. Because I feel like pearls reminds me of vintage times, you know? They wore a lot of pearls back in the day. I think they even, didn't they decorate their Christmas trees with pearls too? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. See, I have a massive amount of pearls. Pearls are like my obsession. Yeah, I love pearls. And I love Christmas. And putting those two together was, like angels coming down and glowing. Yeah. That's how I feel about pearls and Christmas. This one's really easy and really quick. So we're going to take some more of that same ribbon stuff and we're going to make our hanger. So what I'm doing is just taking some of them little balls off so I can hot glue it well together. See what I mean? I didn't want them in the way. Well, you'll see in a second. Because, yeah, you see how I have to go through that hole, and then little balls would just be in the way. Just taking my tweezers and poking it through there. I'm going to hot glue that on. Like I said, this is so easy and quick. Now, my little embroidery hoopy things I get from Amazon. Well, I got from Amazon. I will link those below. Now, these mini bows came from Dollar General. They're $1. I know back in the day they used a lot of glitter. So I wanted some shimmer. Now, if you don't like these bows and stuff because the glitter falls off really bad, all you have to do is take some Mod Podge and go over them. Or spray them with a sealer, and then that glitter won't fall off. So that's just an option. I was trying to get those to fluff out. They're not so good with the fluffing, no. Because as soon as I got them look how pretty that looked. It went right back flat. So I tried, and I failed, but that's okay. It still came out pretty, even if it wasn't like crazy. See how it went down? It flattened. It still came out pretty though. I really like that one. I hope you guys do too. Yeah, I had asked what y'all wanted me to make, like requested videos, and this was one that was asked, and I was very excited to try. I don't think I've done much vintage stuff, so this was fun. Now we're going to take a bigger flat back pearl bead and put it right there on the bow. And I think that's everything. I think that one's it. Look how pretty that is. I really like the colors. Here goes number 2. So I think these were meant to be bowls. I'm not sure. They're little mini bowls, I guess. I got them from a yard sale. I got like 6 or 7 of them for like $2. But we're going to turn them into our version of Christmas bells. And what I'm doing is taking pure gold and some Java chalk paint, which is brown, a dark brown, and we're going to mix those together to get like a brassy look. Because when I think of like vintage Christmas bells, I think of the brass. So that's what we are trying to attempt. Now these bowls I thought were I thought they were perfect because of the shape, the way they looked reminds me of vintage. You know, like those vintage candy bowls? That's what it reminded me of. And we're going to sand them real good, and that will help the paint stick. Now what we're doing is taking my drill and we're going to make those holes bigger. Now this is possible. You can drill in plastic, but go slow, okay? Don't rush it because you will crack your plastic. So take your time. Don't push too hard. Just, yeah. And you can do that too. Now we painted with some oatmeal chalk paint, and I'm using my cutter here, and we're going to make the top of the bells because I forgot about those. The handles. The little rings came from Amazon. The wooden rings, I will see if I can find those and link those too for y'all. We're going to just hot glue those on because you won't be able to see the top. So it didn't matter if I had big globs of glue. You'll see what I mean. So we're going to hot glue those on and then reinforce with a lot more glue. But just make sure we don't get hot glue in our hole because that's where our little beads need to be. Now I got the whole thing painted in that oatmeal chalk paint. Now we're going to take that bronze color we made and go over the entire bell. Well, both bells. I think I ended up doing 2 coats, I'm pretty sure. Inside and out. Look how pretty that looks. Now what I'm doing is taking some Java, and you see all the swirly lines? We're going to go in those, and we're going to give this bell some dimension. I'm going every other swirl. And then what I do is I take another coat of that bronze color and go over that to lighten where I was adding my highlights. So we're going to do the swirls. We're going to do the bottom where those curves are. We're going to do the top. See how there we go. See how we're doing the little curvy parts down there? It's going to help it age it a little bit, give it some dimension, some character. Because I didn't want my bell just one flat color. These are really easy to do too. It really didn't take that long. Now, I know some people, when they do like bronze bells, they dab their paint on with like a sponge. You can totally do that too. I already did one. See how I added my beads? Now, y'all, oh my goodness. Okay. So those beads, their holes are not very big. So I was drilling bigger holes in them using the hole I already had, taking my drill and making them bigger. And as you can see that Band-Aid, I accidentally drilled into my finger. See, I'm showing you right there. So, yeah. And I'm pretty sure my husband is going to take away all my sharp objects and all my power tools because I'm constantly hurting myself. I'm clumsy. I think it was last year I had scissors go through my thumb, so he's going to fire me from using anything. Probably even hot glue because I burn myself constantly with that. So, yeah, if you decide to do that, be very careful. I'm not going to lie, it wasn't the easiest to drill those holes, but I had to get it done, y'all, because I really wanted those pearl beads inside my bells. I was determined. I got a little damaged on the way, but it's okay. So what I'm doing, I'm just trying to see how far down I want my beads to hang. And I wanted it kind of even with the other one I already did. So we put that through. Now we're just going to make a knot. And we're going to make it big enough so it won't fall through the hole. And then we're going to add hot glue on top of that too. Like I said, the top is going to be covered. We're not going to see all that, okay? See, so I'm making that knot even bigger. And then we'll cut the excess off and reinforce with a hot glue. I really want these bells to last me a few years, so we're going to reinforce and reinforce. I really love how these pearl beads, I hit my camera right there. Sorry about that. I love how these pearl beads look in these bells. I think they are so pretty. Now what we're going to do is take some more of these flat back beads, and we're going to go around each top of our bells. Oh no, I forgot to show y'all how I did my hanging twine, but that's okay. All I did was wrap it around each piece around the top of the bell. See how it's like looped? And a hot glue, that's it. Just took my twine and wrapped it around that handle a few times, that's it. Now look how pretty that is. Doesn't it look kind of elegant? Now my grandma sent me a massive amount of lace, so I picked one out. And we're going to cut some off. And we're going to cinch it in the middle to make it kind of fluffy on the end. That's the best way I can describe it. I don't know, maybe that's the wrong way. So we're just going to cut some off. See how we're kind of like cinching it in the middle, and then we're going to have the ends fluffing out. And then we're going to hot glue that on. And we're going to do that until the entire top of that bell is covered. You'll still see some of the handle, but for the most part, it's going to be, all that pretty lace, which I really loved in the end. I do show y'all a final view of all three of my projects in the end. Okay, so here's number 3. We got a greeting card. This is a Christmas greeting card and a barn. I think it probably came from Dollar Tree or Dollar General. We're going to cut apart this greeting card. I got a bunch of Christmas cards from a friend, Miss Tanya. Thank you so much, Tanya. She runs a clothing bank and is constantly helping me out with craft supplies as she gets them in. She says I'm the only crafter she knows, so I get lucky. So thank you, Tanya. Now we're going to take this oatmeal chalk paint and we're going to paint the entire barn because we're going to make it look really old the best we can. Now I did take some spackling and fill that hole in at the top of the barn because I forgot to do that, and then I painted over it. And y'all see the cracks right there? That is before school glue. So if you don't want to use school glue and you don't want to use crackling medium, I think it's called, if you thicken up your paint enough on your project and then instantly go over it with like a blow dryer, you can get the crackling effect. They might not be as big and defined, but you will get cracks. But you take school glue, you go over your project, then I'm going to take Java, that dark brown, and do a light layer over my barn. And then I'll use my blow dryer, and it will make some big old cracks. The more glue you use, the bigger your cracks will be. So if you only do like a light layer of glue, you're going to have some light cracks on your project. They'll be kind of thin and little. You add thicker, you're going to have thicker, bigger cracks. So it depends on what look you're going for. Right now it looks like a caramel brownie or something. It looks a mess right now. Bear with me. See how those big old cracks in there. Now these little windows and doors I got off Amazon. I will see if I can find those and link those. Now I made a little boo-boo right here because I didn't account for my image. So I cut my door a little short, but that's okay because I fixed it in the end. Not a big deal. I just forgot to account for the image and where it was going to be sitting. And what we're going to do is we're going to paint these with the oatmeal chalk paint again. And then go around the edges with the Java. because I didn't want the door and the window the same as the house too much, or the barn, then it would just blend in too much. So here we go with the oatmeal. We're going to get those painted up. Now, I do off camera do my lines on, well, I did my best to make a barn door look, with the lines on it. I couldn't do that on camera because I needed my phone to see the image. And my husband wasn't here to use his phone. So, sorry I didn't do that on camera. But if you go and look on images, you can kind of see different style barn doors and choose which one you want to draw on. It actually wasn't that hard. Not as hard as I thought it was going to be. See how I drew my lines? Like I said, it's not perfect, but I tried. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and fill those in a little bit with my Java. I didn't do full coverage because I really wanted that old look. So the paint's a little rough looking, and I did that on purpose. So it looks older to match the barn. See, now we're going to go over it again a little bit with that oatmeal to make sure it really looks old. Just a light bit of that oatmeal. I really wanted my door to stand out. So this is yellow scrapbooking paper, and we're going to use my Barely Art glue, and we're going to glue that on, and it's going to look like the lights on in the barn. I want to go ahead and thank everybody for being here. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you love this video. I really appreciate the support and kindness and all of that. So thank you so much. Just want to go ahead and say that. Make sure I don't forget. Don't forget to comment your favorite or your one thing on your Christmas wish list, okay? So you can be entered in the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I have waited so long to be able to do this giveaway. Can y'all see my vision right there? So we cut that down, and we're going to have them looking like they're riding past the barn. Maybe Christmas Eve, a little romantic little ride. I don't feel like this one was too hard either. I was trying to keep it, I'm trying to learn to keep things a little bit more simpler, so I want people to be able to recreate things that I make, if they want to. Doesn't that window look cool? It really looks like there's a light glowing inside. Now this is mounting pieces, and we're going, because I want our picture to be more 3D from the barn, if that makes sense. So it really looks like they are riding past it and not just like sitting up against it. I think I accomplished that. Y'all will have to tell me. Now, I didn't do too much to the image. I just added some puffy paint. You see all that blue around the trees and all that? I didn't like it. I wanted more wintry, white, romantic Christmas ride. I'm ridiculous. I think I watch too much Hallmark Channel movies, I swear. Actually, no, I don't. I love my Hallmark movies. Y'all have to let me know if you're a fan of Hallmark too. So we're just adding making a snowy roof with our puffy paint. And then we're going to put some on above the window and on the door a little bit. And then we're going to go around our image. I put it around the trees at the bottom of the sled. Let's see, on top of the horse. Make it look like he's got horse falling on him. Lord help. Snow falling on him. Now we're taking this, it's like a glittery embossing powder. And we're going to put that all over it because I wanted a powdery, snowy look. And this is it, y'all. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I hope you guys have a good rest of the week and a weekend. Thank you so much. Don't forget to get yourself entered into the giveaway. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.
Be kind to one another and don't give in to fear. That's all that I am asking for Christmas time this year. We've had enough of fighting and dying in the streets. For Christmas I just want a little peace. Be blind to one another, the differences are small. We all have got a cross to bear, we all have got our faults. For once when we're affronted, can we turn the other cheek? For Christmas I just want a little peace. And if the fates should bless us with a moment of reprieve, we all could stand together in the silence and just breathe.